Ujjwala ma'am, are you there? So we can just turn on your camera.
Yes, ma'am, I'm here.
Yeah, so is it possible for you to turn on camera?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So, good afternoon, students. Good afternoon, Michael sir. Good
Good
afternoon, Ujjwala
afternoon.
ma'am. So we are here to we have organized a guest lecture in the subject of Principles of Geographic Information System. So me and Ujjwala ma'am, we both are teaching this subject. We are having 5 divisions of TY. So in different divisions, me and Ujjwala ma'am, we both are sharing the subject. And basically the theory part we are teaching, and then practicals we are taking in QGIS. So students are very much interested in this subject. That's because they are not having that programming kind of thing, but they are more into that settings and implementation kind of thing in practical. So they are interested, and students will be more interested to learn from you. So I request Smiley to introduce sir to the students.
Yes. A very good afternoon to our respective teachers and our dear friends, and our own and only guest, Sir Michael Hebron, a professionally qualified remote sensing and GIS researcher, and who is well known for his RS and GIS softwares, and also done GIS data creation and analysis. Sir Michael Ibrahim completed his MTech in remote sensing from Birla Institute of Technology in Ranchi. He has keen experiences in his remote sensing and GIS business development. He was also a senior researcher fellow and way more. So I am honored and glad to welcome a special guest, Sir Michael Ibram, to proceed further. And welcome, sir.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you very much for the introduction.
Thank you, Smiley. So now over to you, sir. You can
Okay,
very well
thank you.
interact with our students.
Yeah, so means it will be very good if means everyone will interact, and if they have any questions, so they can ask anytime. So I will proceed with my presentation. So hello everyone, good afternoon. Welcome to my guest lecture. So today we will have lecture on introduction to remote sensing in geographical information system. So in this lecture we will have a quick discussion on the theories of remote sensing and GIS. Then we will have discussion on some applications using this technology, using this geospatial technology. Then we will also have discussions on the sources from where we can get the data. Then finally, we will have final discussion on the job market and job opportunities. So I will proceed with my presentation. Um, yes, I guess, ma'am, very good teacher on your institute. Ma'am have already explained about the principles of remote sensing, I guess, and I will also explain very short. Like remote sensing, generally, there are lots of discussions. You know, many people knows and many people in the ground they don't know. Once what happened, one of my neighbor, he asked me what you are doing. So I explained him that I am from remote sensing background, and means I am doing some research related to glaciology. Remote sensing, you know what? Remote sensing, TV remote? No, sir, not TV remote. It's a satellite remote. Like TV, you are operating, getting information from a distance. Similar that thing only. I am also getting information of the ground using the satellite. Oh, it's a great job. So, in remote sensing, the definition is like gathering information of any object from the ground without physically touching them. But physically touching them means radiation also it is touching to the objects, right? Physics, radiation, illumination, it is touching the object, then it is coming back to the sensor and to the ground station. So, in my opinion, means I'm not that big scientist. Other have also explained this. Like remote sensing is nothing but the measurement of electromagnetic radiation. Electromagnetic radiation, I guess everyone knows, from cosmic rays to gamma rays. So here, as you can see, there is this is a sun. It is giving energy sources, illumination. The radiation come to the ground, interact with various objects, like for building, with trees, with water, with barren land, and it reflect back to the satellite. Then this satellite records the energy of the sun. It processes the data and transmit it to the ground station, where the ground station receive the signals, and it do its processing, and then it store as an satellite image. Then the remote sensing guys like us, we do the interpretation of that image, and finally it will be used for various applications. There are a number of applications, from medical science to space technology to agriculture. So we will explain this in the next slide. So in this section, I can tell there are two categories of sensors. I guess you already know types of satellite, geostationary, synchronous. But here we will discuss about the sensors. So we have two kind of sensors. One is active sensor, one is passive sensor. Active sensor, what is active sensor? Active sensors means the sensors, the satellite which can emit their own radiation, like for example, the microwave radiation, the radar. So these kind of sensors will come into the active sensor. Then we have passive sensor, in which we are using the solar radiation, sun energy, illumination to capture the information. Next, coming to the GIS. So, what we can say, how we can explain GIS? GIS is nothing but a tool in which we can store the information. Like in remote sensing, we capture the information using satellite, and in GIS, it is a tool in which we store the data, we manipulate, we do analysis, we do manage, and we show the result in various forms. And these results are used for various applications or operation, we can say. In simple terms, you can define like this. Next, coming to the components. So we have these 5 important components of GIS, in which we should have hardware, we should have workstation, we should have computer system. Without that, in this technology, we can't work. Then we should have software. Without software, we can't do the analysis, calculation, presentation, report making, we can't do. Then we should have skill also. Yes, without knowing the technology, without having that particular skill, we will not extract that much of information from the ground as an skilled GIS analyst or remote sensing analyst can do. Then yes, we should have method also. To solve any real world problem, you have a number of ways by which you can solve any problem. But this method should be organized. So you always search for that simple method. By investing my time, by investing my resources, by investing my money, we can get the desired result. So method is also very important component in GIS. So one question arises: why we should use this geospatial technology. People from the uh, long period, they are doing their manual work, like they are doing survey, they are going to field. Even in this 21st century, even in this 22nd year, we many organizations are doing this manual work. Why we use this GIS? Question arises. Yeah. So the advantage of using GIS is like it will give very high accuracy result with very cost effective. So usually you have seen the maps, right? The cadastral maps or the topographic map published by Indian government, NATMO or Survey of India. So to make that map, someone have to go to ground and they have to do this survey. Okay, and this survey and collecting the information from the ground, it will take a lots of time and money. So using this remote sensing and GIS technology, you can easily map a large area, means a complete state in a single day. You think, otherwise it may take 5 years to do mapping of scale 1 is to 50,000. You think. Now using remote sensing technique, you can easily go to very large area. You can even identify the buildings, vehicles in the road. So it is very, and the results also very accurate, very cost effective, and means using this you can easily make decision. You can make very quick decision for any activities, for any operations uh, anywhere. So coming to next, it keeps records. So if something happened to this particular year in future, in 2050, we can see that in this particular area, this particular phenomena happened, due to which in 2050 we have these changes. So this kind of means record you can keep. Even we have records of the past years also. In geospatial world, you can easily get data from the year 1972, and it's freely available. We will discuss in the next slide, and I will show you the sources from where we can get the data. Coming to my next slide. So GIS. So we acquire data. We need data to process everything, right? So we have to organize it in two manner in GIS. Or we can say there are two types. One is spatial data, another is non-spatial data. So how it is defined? What is spatial data? Which data I can say that, yeah, this is in spatial data, and I have to keep in this particular folder. And this is non-spatial data, and I have to keep it separately. Or I have to join it with spatial data. So which data we can define? Is a spatial data. Yeah, any data which can define the location. Like as for example, Pune, Maharashtra. Yeah, so I can get the information there. Yeah, Pune is there in the Maharashtra. Yeah, obviously, in more precise, we can tell the latitude, longitude of that particular area. So any data which have information of that location comes under spatial data. And coming to next, the non-spatial data. Data which doesn't have any locational information. As for example, Michael. So I doesn't have any locational information, but I have my characteristic. So I belong to West Bengal. my height is this, my weight is this, my age is this kind of information come to non-spatial data. And yes, we can integrate this information to the spatial data to, get more further details. Many organizations, they are doing geotagging. Even I joined this Assam government. My first work is to do the geotagging. It's a very simple work. You have to click the picture and you have to enter the details of that particular project. Okay, so what is that? That is geotagging, and it will tell. It will go to the system in a web portal in the headquarters, and the planning guys, they can see, yeah, this is the progress of this particular project. So they can easily know this is one school is there. Yeah, so from this radius, there is no hospital in the 5 kilometer radius. So we should plan for some hospital. So in the next planning phase, we will plan that. Coming to next, yeah. So how we will store the data? We have this spatial data with us. So how we will store? We will store in two method. One is in raster mode and another is in vector data mode. So what is the difference? So raster data is generally an image. As for example, you take some photograph and you zoom in, you will able to find some pixel kind of structure inside the image. Okay, so this is a three-dimensional, means it has a capability of representing three-dimensional representation, whereas vector is a two-dimensional representation of data. You can represent a well like a point, or a bus stand like a point, or your visit university like a point. Yeah, this is the location, or railways, road, drainage. This you can represent as a line, and any area, your campus, whole Mumbai city, my my home boundary. You can represent it as a polygon. So here you can see the difference. Here it is an point, a dot. Here it is an pixel, one single pixel. Here line is a line. Here you can see line is presented as a continuous form of pixel. And here you will see the polygon, and here it is in raster it is represented as a form of grid. So coming to next, so what kind of activity we can do and how we will do in GIS? Yeah, so we can give the data as a geographical means reference. You are taking any photograph from your image, it has any location information? No. Yeah, obviously in geotag image you have lat long, but to do measurement of the height of a building, or the area of your home boundary, or area of your college campus, you have to do the georeferencing of that image. So we are doing that. We are also adding the attribute data on that. Attribute data may be spatial data or non-spatial data. Using the data, we can convert in various forms. Like I want to use it for my flood analysis. How much area is under flood? So I can do this kind of data conversion and interoperate it with other application also, like in AutoCAD, in SketchUp, in Google Earth, and many more application depend on the um, means the domain of work. So yeah, anyone have any question? Okay. So next, we do analysis in this GIS software, and then we can easily represent it to the general user uh, outside. Means, if you go and you will explain your data to them directly, means scientifically, so layman may not understand. So we are making the reports, we are making the maps to understand. A class 10 student can also understand, yeah, this is my home, this is my village exit place, this is my pond. So this kind of representation we can do. Yeah, so to do that, we should also understand few basic analysis tools, like as what we will discuss here in very briefly. Like this is one of the analysis tool, buffering. You know, if you want that, yeah, this is Maharashtra city, so I want uh, from my home up to 10 kilometers, what are the places where I can establish the uh, bank ATM. So, okay, this is the location my home. So I will use the buffer tool to buffer that location. So this is in case of the line buffering. Okay, this is an example of raster buffering. So this is a few example of various overlay techniques. Like I want to combine two data to save file. So you can use the union overlay. You can use the intersection overlay. Only the data in which two different feature are means laying. So I need the data, so you can extract that information using this intersection overlay. Then you have identity overlay. One you will give the weightage. You know, this area I want to extract from my uh, second mask data. So you can use this technique. So these all are very basic, but everyone should know this, because if you go in a very deep project, so it will strike in your mind, yeah, this will be the best technique to perform this operation. So these are the few examples. In detail, I guess today we will not get the time, because theory means it will not take much time, but in practical, you need time to understand. So coming to text, yeah, erase, overlay, this technique you should learn. Yeah, very good example, data joining. As I was explaining about, we can integrate the non-spatial data to the spatial data. So using this attribute table, here as for example, details are there. So I want to add data here, the non-spatial data here. So I can join the data using similar FIDs or other similar field. This operation is also very important uh, in day-to-day operations in GIS. Yeah. So next, you should be very much expert in doing queries. Hmm? If I will give you 10 points, 10 save file, and I will ask you to calculate, you can easily calculate like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. But if you will have millions of data, it will be very difficult to calculate. So you use this spatial query. I extend only one operation of calculating the features, but in other case there will be not that simple. You have to extract, like I want people only from Pune. What is the population of Pune? So you can use this special query. As for example, this is showing how much hornbills are recorded in Tawan. So I select Tawan district and it will give the calculation. These are the hornbills, these are the species of hornbill, every detail we will get. Now, Google Earth. I guess everyone in this classroom have used this Google Earth directly or indirectly, like you have used your phone navigation, Google Map, yeah, same. So here in this Google Earth platform, Google is very big company. He can buy millions of trillions of data from the satellite company. So he made a virtual globe, a digital globe, using a thousand of millions of images from worldwide. He have made this digital globe in which user can get a number of information. Like, as for example, I don't know how to go to Delhi, so I can easily find the route, how much distance it will take, how much time it will take, how many tolls are there in the road, what are the tolls charges, and how are the tolls people. Everything you will get. If you want to go to any restaurant, you can search good restaurant in Guwahati. You can easily search. You will get the locations of restaurant. You can select the menu, and this is all free. So if you are thinking that how Google is earning this much money, yeah, they are earning from the other sources, not from the common users like us. So you can easily get the place name, photos, road, every detail, everything is there. Even you will get the 3D buildings in this Google Earth. And this tools is very useful, and it's an open source, anyone can use. Uh, but it has some restriction, like if you want to do some vegetation analysis, like the species classification of vegetation, you will not able to do using this data, because this data is represented in only visible bands like blue, green, and red. So to do further in this, like to do vegetation analysis, we require other bands also. Okay, so it has very deep, detailed knowledge on that. So coming to our next slide, yeah, applications. So before going to applications, we require data. So now we will discuss, you know, how from where we can get the data, what is open source data, what is commercial data, up to how much resolution we will get this data, and then for a particular application, which data we should use. So we will discuss in this section. So let me show you. I guess my screen is visible. Hello.
Yes, sir, visible.
Yeah. Okay. So this is the site. This is from Apollo Mapping, and they have made this portal to search the commercial data. Commercial means you have to pay money, and it has all data which we generally use in our daily operation, which the corporate are using. Okay, so How to go? Very simple. Apollo mapping, search in the Google.
Just a minute. The screen is showing only applications.
Oh, okay, okay. Let me share it again. Is my screen visible? This browser?
Yes, sir. Yes. No.
Okay, yeah. So this is the company. They have developed an image search portal called Image Hunter. So simply go to that site and click on search image. So this is the portal, Image Hunter. So this is a section where you can search the location. Like as for example, we will do for Delhi. Yeah, and this result came. Okay, if you want for small area, you can also do that using this tool. These are various tools to draw. So I can draw it here. Or if you have any boundary of your town uh, or any area of interest, you can also upload that SAF file or the YAML file. Then here the criteria, as for example, I want latest data. So I will change the year. I will change it to 2020 January. Yes, starting date to 2022. Okay. Then how much cloud cover you require? Yes, cloud cover. You will not need 100% cloud cover, right? Because you have to extract some information. So you will reduce it up to 20, 15% or whatever is desired. Yeah, this is off Nadir angle. In your study, if you want, yeah, I want this particular angle in the data, so you can change this. I will keep it maximum. Then this is the resolution field. I want all data. No, I want up to 15-meter data. No, I want more detailed data. So I will go to 2-meter data. Okay. Yeah. Then you will set this data sets, like I want stereo data, or I want color only data, or I want elevation data only. I will explain about this data first. So stereo data, why you did that? So using that data, I can generate the stereo pair image, which will represent you the 3D view of that uh, area of interest. So if you have applications related to the elevation, so you can use the stereo data. This data is very costly compared to others, compared to other mono data. But if you have requirement in your project, so you can use this data. Then you have color only. Yes, the Google Earth, which we have seen there, uh, they use the color only data. It have only three band: blue, green, and red. If you require data only for visualization, then you can go with this option. Then yes, we have elevation data, DEM, digital elevation model. If we want only the elevation data, for my application, we require only the elevation data. So I will only select this option. Otherwise, you can deselect everything. Then come to data set. So these are the companies worldwide from where you can take. If you have means knowledge that yeah, this particular company provide this data, as for example in Google Earth we are means looking the Maxar data. So I want Maxar data. So in Maxar also you have these options. We have GUI satellite, we have ICONOS satellite, we have QuickBird satellite, we have Worldview 1, 2, 3, and 4. Different satellites have different capabilities with the resolution. As for example, GUI is 40 centimeter and it has 4 band. Generally, 4 band is blue, green, red, and near infrared. Okay, then this is QuickBird. It has 60 centimeter, 4 band. Then Worldview and Worldview 3, 30 centimeter, 8 band. So why these bands are required? Yes, this band is required if I want to do some deep analysis. Like if I want to do some classification of crops, yes, I want this 8 band. Otherwise, with 4 band or 3 band, it will be good. For visualization only, 3 band is sufficient. So these are the companies. Yes, any question? Okay.
What's the cost of all this data?
Yeah, it depends, ma'am. If you go with very means high resolution like 30 centimeter, okay, so it will cost for 4 band. You can go out for 4 band in this advent also. It will cost around $30 per square kilometer, and there is a minimum data requirement. Means minimum you have to buy 25 square kilometer of data. In case of archive data, archive means greater than 90 days. Near to 90 days, it will cost more. In this case, 30 centimeter. But you have other options also, as for example, planet. So here in planet, you will get 3 meter data, 3 band, 4 band, everything. So it is very cheaper. For agriculture studies, this is the best data. Why? Because this company provide data on daily basis. Every day you will get 2 images of any location in the world, except the options obviously. And you can use other Chinese satellites also. But it has in India we have this remote sensing data policy, and new SOP came. So you have to check whether the Chinese data is compatible with that SOP or not. So here we have all portfolio of commercial data provider. So students who require to get information about the data, they can come to this site. It's free and they can search the data from here, their satellite and their technical specification they can get. So as for example, I will select only Maxar data. For the location where we have marked. So these are the options. I can check the data. Yeah, it's very cloudy, so this is not acceptable. This is also very cloudy. 12%. I will go with other data. Worldview data, yes. Yeah, this is useful. So this is a panchromatic sensor, black and white. This is from Worldview 1. and it is 50 centimeter and cloud coverage is 0.0. This data I can use. So if I want to do vegetation analysis, so I require more bands. This is single band, I require more bands. So I will go with other data, as for example, worldview 2. So here, see. So this data directly you can order, you can port, or you can directly contact to the representative in India and you can buy. So this portal is for the commercial data user. If you are working in a very reputed project, obviously you will not use the open source data because the resolution will be not that high. So yeah, means there is one very important concept in terms of choosing the data before going to market to search the data. First, we have to check for what particular application which data is suitable for us. As for example, for flooding, which data I should use. So there are concept of resolution. One is called spatial resolution. Second is spectral resolution. Third is temporal resolution, and fourth is radiometric resolution. Okay. So what are these? Why I should consider these resolutions? Yeah, I should consider this resolution because I may have requirement of 10-meter data, then I will go with, then why I will go with 30 centimeter, that expensive data. That's why it will be very costly when I have work of only 10-meter data. When I can do all analysis in 10-meter data, my scale is of 10, which will fulfill in this 10-meter data. So why I will go with 30 centimeter data? So this value proposition we have to do. As I was giving for the monitoring of flood, which data I should use. So I have this spatial resolution. So what is that? That is the capability of sensor to identify the smallest object in the ground. Very simple. If I have very good resolution like 30 centimeter, I can easily get to understand the uh, the shape and size of a building. 30 centimeter resolution. I can even get to know the vegetation, number of plants in the park. I can also calculate that kind of information we can gather. Okay. So next we have spectral resolution. Why that is important? Spectral, yes. Spectral, electromagnetic spectrum. Okay, you have electromagnetic scale in which the ability of a sensor to carry a particular range of electromagnetic rays. Okay, like as for example, here we have seen some data have only 4-band images. Okay, 4-band means each band is carrying one of the electromagnetic range, like this nanometer to this nanometer, for 10 nanometer to 50 nanometer, or 10 to 12, this kind of range they are carrying. So ability of a sensor. Yeah, any question? Hello.
I think
Okay.
someone's mic is unmute. You can mute it.
Okay, no problem. Yeah. So ability of sensor to carry a particular spectral range, electromagnetic. As for example, I want one blue, one green, one red, one near infrared, one short infrared. The ability of the sensor. to carry the particular range of electromagnetic radiation is called spectral resolution. Okay. Then coming to next, we have this radiometric resolution. Why radiation is required? We have image of 8-bit image we have 16-bit image we have. So which image we require? 16-bit image has more data. It is taking much data space. So why I will take that one. I can work with 8-bit image also. Yeah. So this is the capability of the sensors which can differentiate the color tone. Obviously, in the 8-bit image, in a black and white image, you will not differentiate much between a grass and a tree, because trees canopy height is a little bit high, grass is very low, but their colors are same, so it will not differentiate. So ability of a sensor to differentiate between the color tones is called the radiometric resolution. So next we have this temporal resolution. Okay. So temporal resolution is like the ability of a sensor to capture uh, a particular location or area of interest. It means it is based on the time period. Okay. So today on 9:30 a.m. one picture is taken from this particular location. Okay. So next when it will come and take another shot in this particular location, this area of interest. So this time period is called the temporal resolution. Someone have 17 days, someone have 15 days, some satellite have 5 days, and yeah, now the technology is very advanced. Now you can get two capture in a day. Two captures in a day, but this data is not free and it's commercial data. As I have explained in case of the planet data, the planet scope satellite. And these satellites are very small. You may have heard about the satellites, that communication satellite of SpaceX, Elon Musk, right? That satellites are very small, like a shoebox. Same satellite is used for this means scientific study. So coming to next, if anyone have any doubt in this resolution, because this should be very clear to choose a particular data. Yeah, next we have to select one data using this resolutions, which will be the best data for flooding. Okay, so for flooding, what is the case? Well, yeah, today it rained, tomorrow there is flood, and day after tomorrow the water is washed out. It went, no flooding. One case, another case, today is raining, tomorrow is raining, the flood extent is increasing. So in this case, we need very high temporal resolution data. If you, as for example, in Pune, today one satellite came, it captured on 9:30 a.m. and today it rained and flooding is there in Pune city, and the data came after 27 days. So can I do any analysis on that? Yeah, obviously no, because after 27 days there will be no flood. So we require very high temporal resolution data for that. Okay. And if I have to do some urban planning, I have to plan some smart city. So which data I should consider? Which resolution I should consider? Yes, for urban planning, you require each and every details of your drainage, your buildings, your settlement, road, poles. So yes, in this case, you will use the highest spectral resolution data as possible. Like in this case, I will use world view 3 data 30 centimeters. And for agriculture, vegetation, land use, land cover, this kind of mapping, you can go with 2 meter, depend on scale. I want to do mapping of 1:50,000 scale. So I will go with 1 meter data. If your requirement is 1:10,000 scale, I will go with 5 meter data. So this is all about the data. And in the screen you have this is the portal, note it down, Image Hunter or Apollo Mapping, where you can search the commercial data. Then coming to the open source, we have this Earth Explorer from United States Geological Survey. So here also you can go. This portal is not that much friendly like what we have done in the commercial section. So you have to directly go, or you can search here in the portal, search criteria. You can upload the KML. You can upload your area of interest in KML file, or you can, mark your area. Let me show. So as for example, I want for Mumbai. So I will zoom for this location. Okay. So I can simply use the map extent. This is the map extent. I have selected this area. Then I want to check the temporal changes in this area. So I want data. I know that I have the data is available from 1972. So here you can go to 1972 January 1 to till date. Okay, I have set this one. Here other criteria also, all month, all day. Then we will go to data set where we will select the data. In this portal, you will get the open source data, means organization which are supporting the open source like Landsat 123 and Sentinel. And from India, we have open source data from Google. So we will also explore that. So these are the data sets. This is aerial images. Obviously, we will not get for India, for outside. We have from COS, we have commercial satellite, freely available data, means for samples. We have some classification data also, elevation data from SRTM and ASTER. You will get up to 30 centimeter resolution elevation data. These are lots of data there. You can explore here according to your use. So see, we are selecting this Landsat. Landsat 8 is not available at that time, so I will go with legacy data. So you will select this MSS is the sensor, multispectral self-scatter. This is TM, thematic mapper. This is ETM, enhanced thematic mapper. Every sensor have different technical specification like resolution, radiometric range, swath. So before going to data, you have to learn about this thing. So this is general only. So you will easily get anywhere. So I will select this data. For example, you can go with any option. Then we will select some additional criteria if we require, like I don't want the cloudy data, so I will select cloud cover from 0 to 15%. I will accept. Then you can go to the result. Here, this is the data according to my criteria, which is being selected. You can check. Yeah, this is for my place and it is fulfilling my requirement, so I can directly download from this section. So before downloading, you have to register in the site, then you will able to download. So during the download time, there are two options. One is only for visible and another is for analysis. As for example, this is bundle product. Bundle product means it has all bands, separate all bands, a kind of raw data. I have to take this data and do my image analysis, image interpretation, like georeferencing, what kind of GIS tracking, this kind of activity we have to do of our own. Otherwise, we already have in this list on visible, only for visible.
Hello, sir. You're not audible. Can anyone just confirm? Smiley or Khushi? Can anyone just confirm? Sir is not audible to me. The sir is audible to you.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I guess some issue was there in the
Ah,
connection.
yes, sir. Network.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So from here you can download the data, and this is for single data download. If you want for a means large date, a number of images like 100 200, so you can add this to the add to bulk option. From there you can download as a bulk file. This is one site, the Earth Explorer. So you can download it data from here. There are other open source data from there. I will show it in the next very in India, we have a number of departments, number of organization, number of institute, where people are continuously working to develop our nation. So to do that, we require data for that. Okay, so this Bhuvan is a portal from where for general use. If you want for very high scientific use, yes, you can contact them. But for general use, you will get all geospatial information. As for example, we have this 2D viewer.
So once you can unshare and share it again, I think the screen has hanged.
Oh, okay. Okay. I guess my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I was telling about this Bhuvan portal. There are other portals like this, means obviously from the Bhuvan only, like for Yukti Dhara, it's for advanced means use. We are using, the organizations are using to develop the geospatial database. And for general user, we have this information, the governmental organization, the uh, Indian Meteorological Department, state government, central government, space agencies, everyone is working to provide some data. So that data you can access using this. So as for example, we have this 2D view, as we have seen in the other portals. Okay, so this is our 2D viewer. We have themes like, as for example, I want satellite data, so I can add. I want base map, so I can add. So these are the layers which you can add, similar to Google Earth, like I want ATMs or bank or bus stop. If you go the location, so you can find the information. Bus stop Tanda. So there are lots of application. You can also view it in 3D. This is our 3D viewer. And if you want some archive data for your internal purpose, so you can also download it from here freely. Obviously, you will not get for your desired time period or for your desired location. So, but you can get it from here. So we have all applications, all geospatial applications, all data of India, which we require. Everything is in this portal. So you can explore this portal and use it on your applications. I guess in the end of your course, you require to submit some projects, so you can use these data for your project. QGIS. It's very simple. As for example, I want some. These are the layers. I want some flood hazard area. Okay, of any area. Oh, it's only for some. I require some land use land cover. So I will select, for example, Maharashtra. I will go to any district, Ahmednagar. Okay, so it can. This is, we should have to follow one standard. Like if you are wearing a helmet, so it has one standard provided by ISI mark. Okay, like that, if you use data, so you should have some standard. So this NRSC Bhuvan 0 is the standard. So we should follow the procedure like this. So how we will do this? How we will integrate this data? Here in this portal, I can't digitize. Yeah, obviously we have a tool somewhere here to digitize, but it will be very difficult to do due to some internet restriction, loading, rendering, that kind of thing. So we can simply integrate this data using our WMS service, web-based service. How to do that? Very simple. Go to this link, copy this link. Go to your QGIS software. This is the QGIS software. Go to add layer. Okay. Then there is one option we will get, add WMS/WMTS layer. So you can easily go there and sorry, I have to copy it again. Copy, paste it here. Give some example. One paste. Okay, save some name, link, and everything is done. So I'll click OK. So it came here. I will connect it. These are the layers, and if I want to add to my canvas, so I can easily add. See, it came. So now I want to calculate the agriculture area, agriculture cropland of plantation. What is the area? So other GIS applications, what we were doing previously, very simple. We can easily calculate. We can easily, digitize the data. These operations, I guess, you people are doing in your practical work. So in the base map, you can get the Bhuvan data and you can extract information from there. Now next, yeah, this, what is this? This is a very colorful image. Yeah, this is a land use land cover image. Obviously, data will be like this only. So no, I want the Google data, that Google very high resolution data in QGIS. How we will aid in QGIS? It's very simple. QGIS, this is a tool which is called Open Map Service. Click here. Here you have this lot of option. Whatever data you require, you can get. As far as I want that Google data, that data is Google satellite. So I can easily select this. I will remove this data. You see Google data of whole world. I can go to any place and zoom up to building level. You see, and this data is freely available in QGIS using this open source tool. So for visual, this data is perfectly okay. For validation, okay, but for any scientific study, so you require the raw data only. So next, coming to the Bhuvan portal. So here you have lots of theme which you can download, and this is an Indian portal. So every student should visit this site and explore this one, because if you go anywhere, anywhere means inside India, in any interview, especially in governmental place, so they will ask about this, about Indian projects, about Indian data, about Indian portal. So students should explore this. This is the end of this part, Bhuvan. So now we will go for the application. I guess my presentation is visible again.
Yes.
Okay,
Now it is
thank
showing
you.
application.
Yeah, yeah. So now we will discuss on the applications. There are unlimited applications, but means we will discuss few of them in today, next day, or next lecture. I guess I will prefer for that. So coming to our first application, agriculture, because भारत एक कृषि प्रधान देश है. So everyone, every department, every private companies, everyone is working towards to develop how we can develop and use our technology for agriculture. So yes, there are a number of applications of remote sensing in GIS um, for agriculture. As for example, for crop yield estimation, for damage assessment, for crop health assessment, everything. Means there are much more than this, because my work is not completely on agriculture, so I don't have that deep knowledge. But once I visit MNCFC, it's an organization based in Delhi, who are doing very good research on agriculture. So they are doing very high tech means research using geospatial technology. So few of them we will discuss here. So here you can see here I have used a planet scope data, which I have shown. It's in 3-meter resolution data, and it has band like blue, green, red, and near infrared. So this data you can acquire when I have used this data, we captured this data. So that time it had capability of 1 day, but now you can get up to 2 images in a day. So here I have used the automatic technique to classify the crops using the 4-band. So here in the top, the planet scope data in 4-color composite, and this is the result of that. This is the dark green is the early harvest in Rabi, and red is the non-crop land. This kind of activity you can also do manually. There are 2 kind of interpretation in remote sensing which we are doing. One is, you gather 100 employees, train them, and make them expert in digitization. They will do manual digitization of every features. Yeah, this method is still available, and this method is very accurate. Another method what I have used, that is called automatic method, where you will give a certain training samples to the system, okay, and it will automatically find similar color tone in the image, and it will extract the information like this. As for example, it automatically extracted the non-crop land. It automatically extracted the fallow Rabi land using that spectral signature of that image. So this automatic method is also good if you have very good team, very large team, and you have very big project. You want very accurate results, so you will use the manual method. And you want very quick result, yeah, you can go with the automatic method, automatic extraction of feature. So this automatic extraction of feature, this technology plus remote sensing plus artificial intelligence, this is the need of the hour. People are doing, every organization, every company is doing research in this field. So I was involved in one of the project in Singapore where our work is to extract the count to count the palm trees using the remote sensing data. So coming to next, yeah. So this is another example for agriculture where I have done the monitoring for stubble burning in the region of Punjab, Haryana, and Uttar Pradesh. Because during this winter period, there is problem of the air quality in Delhi. So majority of the pollution contribution is from the agriculture land, and uh, government have taken measures to control them, but still they are burning this stubble. So we require to monitor that one. So how we will monitor? We will not go to every location, Haryana with Haryana government. So we can't. So we use satellite technology. So I have used this planet data, 3-meter resolution. It's sufficient for that. So you can easily see one of the farmer have burned the stubble and smoke is coming out. So I can easily, in a single day, I can easily get to know these are the person who have burned the uh, stubble in this day, this particular day. So easily you can get. So we have developed this system. So where we will take daily satellite data from planet, then we will do detection and extraction, and we will give the report to the authorities. So here we have used QGIS, the open source tool to do that. We have this thing. We can directly open the data and we can easily extract and detect the burned area. Coming to next, this is also related to the agriculture, which I have worked during my MTech time. So this leakiness index calculates the sediment, the leakiness of that ground, how much the sediment is losing from a particular location. Sediments are very important, vital nutrients retained in the soil, which is very useful for growth of plant, agriculture plant, or any forest plant, anything. So this leakiness index is developed by one of the scientists in Australia. Their scientific organization name is CSIRO. So they have developed this index, leakiness index. So I used that leakiness index calculator to extract the leakiness value of an area. And this I have done for this Jumar watershed region. I have divided it into subcatchment, and I extracted this information on dry season and in the green season. How much is the leakiness, and what are the changes over time? So this is one of the image from one of the Chinese satellite, Gaofen 1. It's an 2-meter resolution data. So this data you see in the background, this is an image of somewhere in Singapore. So where they do this palm cultivation. So using the data, you can easily get to know that, yeah, this is the area where the health is, not good of in the ground. So we should take some measure. So using this high resolution data, you can easily get to know this is the area where we have to take some action, some measures to control the disease. Now next, this is image of Ulm, Germany. This is image from Hyperscan JL1. Hyperscan is from China, and it provides hyperspectral data. So now one term came, new term came. One, we have multispectral data. One, we have panchromatic data. One, we have multispectral. One, we have this hyperspectral. One, we have SAR. What's the difference? So in panchromatic data, it's a single band image. It's a single band image. It will be visible like black and white. What we have seen in the that portal, the data search portal. Then we have multispectral image. We have bands from 2 or more up to 12 bands. Okay, we have multispectral, 12 bands, 15 bands, it's okay. Then we have this hyperspectral bands, hyperspectral image. Hyperspectral have from 100 to 200 bands. Why it is important? Yeah, it is important because you can easily differentiate. You can easily differentiate minor changes. Even in the crop stage, you can easily differentiate. As for example, today I have planted sown some paddy. This is today's date. Tomorrow, then tomorrow, easily we can identify that this is the stages of this particular crop. So we can easily differentiate. It's, I explained about the radiometric resolution. The similar concept will apply here. You can differentiate between the object, very much you can differentiate. As you can see in the images, these are the crops. So one important point came, like, so why we are, looking this into false color composite like red and white. Why? Means we can check the data on true color like blue, green, and red. Why we are using this? So we are doing this. This images is red. Why? Because we have changed it into false color composite, in which we have given input near infrared in red band. The display system, how it work. We have display guns in your screen also. One display gun for blue, one display gun for green, and one display gun for red. When we pass blue from blue, then blue will come. When we pass green for green, then green will come. Then when we pass red from red, then red will come. Combining these three colors, we are getting information so colorful from our screen. So in this false color also, what we are doing, we are passing near infrared from the red part, red gun, we are then red from green and green from blue gun. So this is more detailed information we are getting. Otherwise, in true color, we may get confused with many things. So in humans also, there are diseases like many people can see the near infrared. So they can see more detail, much detail what we do, general people. So this is the concept. Next, we have application for forestry. what kind of activity you can do. Obviously, lots of activity. Forests are very important for the country, so we should save, we should conserve in all sense, like for environment, for our daily utilities, for our future, for every sense we should conserve the forest. So how an GIS expert or an remote sensing expert will be useful for that? Yeah, obviously we can monitor the forest fire. We can control the forest fire using this. We can see the trends. These are the places, these are the location where every year forest fire is occurring, so we should take some measure. Then if any forest fire occurred, how much is the extent, we can easily measure. From where we should, where are the habitats, where are the wildlife where we should protect. So that kind of planning we can easily do. Another, we can also stop the deforestation, encroachment, illegal logging. We can also do the plantation monitoring. We can also calculate the total forest assets. And this whole work, state government is also doing. Our biggest organization of India, it is called Forest Survey of India, headquartered at Dehradun. So they are providing reports, anyone can see, of every yearly report in which they are estimating the forest assets. Here, this is one example how this is from JL1 image. How forest is being deforested. This is for some national park on 2017, 2018, 2019. This is for Indonesia, illegal deforestation. So if you have data, you can easily check the history of that particular area. So coming to our next application, disaster management. Yeah. So yeah, in every year, particularly in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, in Maharashtra also, and in many lowland area, we face the problem of flood. Many state government, central government, prime minister office, everyone are working to control the flood, but technology in this field is not that much developed in India. Other country, they have very high-tech technology, but in India it is not that developed, and the authorities, they didn't accepted that thing, the technology. So we can easily monitor the flood with high precision, with near real time, and we can also see the future trends in that area of interest, and obviously we already have the past trends. So in future trends we can calculate, and we can set an early warning to the authorities, to the local people, so that they can take measures to be in a safe place. So yes, so which data we should use for flood monitoring? We have this multispectral data, we have this hyperspectral data, we have this panchromatic data. These data are, optical data. Optical means you require sunlight to capture this. Now we are, means for flood, we will use the SAR data, synthetic aperture radar, which is an active sensor. Okay, it will emit its own radiation, it will go to target and it will come back. In very simple manner, you will see your eyes. If sunlight is not there, okay, if sunlight is not there, it is night, so you will be able to see anything? No. Because your eyes is an optical sensor. Now come to your ears. In night also you can hear voice. How? Anyone is generating the audio wave and it is coming to my ear. Even I am also speaking and it is coming to my ear. So during the flood time, you have, means the area is full of cloud. Okay, the area is full of cloud. How you will get the data beneath the cloud, in the ground? How you will get? Because the optical data, it can't penetrate the cloud. So in this case, you will use this radar data, synthetic aperture radar. Why it is named, I will explain it later. So you will use this radar data, and this satellite will emit its own radiation. It will go to the target. It will penetrate the cloud, and it will go to the target. It will come back, and it will give the information. Yeah, it's very simple, but the thing is, it is not that colorful image. It's an information of the amplitude of the wavelength. So if you will able to understand that wavelength, you will easily, even able to know the millimeter level of changes in the ground. So we'll go, yeah, this is one of the example from ISI-SAR data, and this is the image of Delhi airport. You see it look like any airport? No, because this is not an optical data, this is an SAR data. So you have to use your remote sensing and GIS technique to extract information from the SAR data. Extract information from your ear, the radar data. And this technology is copied from the bats. The bat, they doesn't, they don't have eyes, but they commit their own wavelength. It will go to the target, it will come back, and then they will get to know the direction. Similar concept to the sonar used in the ship, in defense, same concept. So coming to next, yeah, this is another example of Gujarat Jamnagar refinery, where using the SAR data, you can easily get to know which oil tankers is empty and which is filled. This analysis you can do. One technique is there, it is called interferometric study. Interferometry. You will easily get to know the difference. Yeah, this is what I have explained. This is one optical data full of cloud, no information during the flood. So now we have this data converted to a black and white image, SAR information. Now you see we have all information. Here same, you can integrate the optical data here which we have with the SAR data. This in the background, it is not the SAR data. This is same data only, visual data. But this information, flooded information, this blue one, is extracted from the SAR data, which is not possible in this because there is cloud, and beyond cloud I can't see in visible rays. This is another example. You can extract from the SAR image and overlay that information in the optical data. Yeah, this is optical data of somewhere in Punjab, flood monitoring. This is 7th August, 19th August 2022. Yeah. So similar like that in urban planning also. You can use similar technology, SAR images, to gather the data. And this SAR data is a little bit costly, but there is one organization, please note it down, which can provide you free of cost for research and development purpose. That is from the Sentinel-1. The satellite is Sentinel-1, and you can easily get SAR data. And if anyone of you who want to work in SAR in future, so they can do their R&D using this data. Sentinel-1. Yeah, next. There is one news in February in Uttarakhand, in Josimat, there is fall in the glaciers, and suddenly that trough came. And there is some construction site of NTPC, National Power Thermal Corporation. They were doing some construction in the ground, and many people, they are washed away. So here you can see this image. We have daily data, from planet. So I can easily go to that planet portal. If I have suspicion, then I can search how it happened. And this image is, used by many news channels to show how this happened. This is the source. It came through here, here, here. Yeah. So this is the impact after the event. In the background, this is the image from SatLogic, one new satellite. It will provide up to 1 meter resolution data, 4-band. So this is the site where they were constructing some hydro projects from NTPC, very big project, but it is washed off. This is using the same SatLogic image in 3D view. So to view anything in 3D, like 3D terrain, you require the elevation data. So this is of same location, yeah, same location, and this is post event, and this is pre event. You see, this NTPC, they were doing some construction work, and after the event, this happened. So using the data, even I have done my R&D using the planet data. So during the pandemic, so I'm continuous monitoring. Means how is the crowd in the market. So you can see the previous data in today's data, there is changes. So up to this much resolution, you can do, very high accurate measurement of any places in the ground or any object in the ground. So yes, I was explaining about the SAR data. So you can use that for the early warning. As for example, if any building is going to collapse, so you can use this data. It will, show you the millimeter level of changes in the ground, millimeter level of deformation in the ground. So this is one of the example. As in the case of landslide, this is for this red one. This is the buildings where there is some changes is going on. So you can check this one. This is one dam. So how the dam structure is changing, you can check. This is for the bridge, how bridge is changing, whether it will collapse or we need any attention. So we can use this SAR data to extract this information. Then yes, for landslide. So this is my first work which I have done for during my period in DRDO. So I have extracted this information. It is showing the landslide zones where it is successful that landslide or any mass movement may occur. So I have used these parameters like some geological parameters, some elevation parameters like the slope angle, aspect ratio, some drainage parameters, some lithological information. So I use this information, integrate it into AHP. Analytical is AHP means analytical hierarchy process. This is a mathematical model, very simple. It will tell you, it will make you, it will make easier to make decision. As for example, you want to buy some car. So what kind of factor you will see? Like, yes, there should be good mileage. There should be good look, good service center, good reputed company. So these are the factors. And then I will take this. Yeah, in every factor, this is perfect thing. Then I should take this particular model. Like that thing only. In this result, I have used various parameters which triggers for occurrence of mass movement, landslide, and this kind of thing. So I use that thing and integrate it into AHP and make this decision that these are the locations. Green one is, not that much. Red is very much vulnerable. So this tools you can use for the decision making. Yeah, this is another very important example for landslide. So in Sikkim, one event happened, one landslide happened, and it blocked the natural flow of a river. As you can see here, this is the location, and an artificial lake means is created. So the government is telling, oh, so we should keep this location for our tourism. People will come and visit this location. But the downstream people were very much afraid. What if this large lake will automatically burst and a sudden, forceful water will come in the downstream? How much it will impact? So I have done this study. So as you can see in 2016, this green one is the natural flow of the river. And in 2016, October 2016 event, this post event, you see the extent, how much the water stored. And in 2017, how much it increased. So this is the video of the landslide, how it occurred. Then using the remote sensing GIS plus one of the hydrological tool. Yeah. Hello. Hello.
Yes, students, do you have any query? Yes. Yes, we are almost. Yes, sir, we are almost at the end.
Okay. Oh no, so fast. Okay, so yeah, I will do it very rapidly. So
Hello, sir.
Yes.
called HACRAS. I used that tool to calculate the how it will flow. Again, after calculating the flow and the volume of water, I have extracted information that what is the downstream velocity, like here I have extracted, and if the lake will suddenly fall, suddenly break or breach, so means how it will impact downstream. So this is the result, as you can see. So, and in my result, it is I got to know that the Tista stage 5 project have means very much capacity of spillway. It can easily handle this much of water. So this kind of study you can do. I guess in the next lecture I will explain because we have shortage of time. Yeah, for defense. So I joined DRDO. Then my sir told that you have background from geography, remote sensing, what you can do for the defense. So I do my research, I do my studies, and I created this project, Dharastra. Dhara means earth, Astra means the weapon. So how I can use a means earth as a weapon. So we have this flood, we have this glacier lake outburst flood, Gulf, we have this landslide. So how we can use this as a weapon, or how our enemies can use it as a weapon for us. So I have using remote sensing technique and with some field parameters, I have created this one this database in which in the inside border in the trans border these are the particular glacial lakes where we should keep some attention or we should take some measure artificial triggering or lowering down the water level. So this kind of work I have done using the remote sensing and GIS. So next, very interesting, telegraph project. So I went to the border areas where people have personal the defense personnel have difficulties, not a number of difficulties. They doesn't have a shelter. They doesn't have food. If you go to the field with them, you will feel like, oh wow, it's very difficult work. So we have developed one application using this field report. We gathered the disease related information, we gathered the water related information, obviously water quality, what kind of disease are there, and using some DEM data, like I have shown it here, we have developed one mobile application and one device in which the defense personnel can wear and go to the ground during the camping time, and they can see that yeah, this is the location best suitable for our camping, looking all conditions from the enemy side, from the drinking water side, from the food security side, and from the uh, potential disease side. These are the best location, and they will camp there. So for that, I have created this 3D images, 3D visualization of complete border areas, terrains, locations, every information I have given. Yeah, this is another example in which I have used the Google SketchUp and ArcGIS and the geospatial technology to create 3D visualization of campus. This is important. Why? Because during some emergency, from which side people should evacuate. So next we have using GIS remote sensing data, how we can find the bathymetric information of any area. So this work I have done in Chandipur, in Balasore, Odisha. There is one firing site from DRDO, PXC Chandipur, and they used to fire missiles and explosive this site, and they will test here in this location. So they want to do some bathymetric study. Bathymetric means the study of the depth of the water. So we use this remote sensing technique to extract the information. Obviously, we also use the ground truthing the ground using the Trimble handheld DGPS with turbidity meter and this echo sounder. These are the result. These are the range. This area is 0.5 meter. This is up to 5 meter depth, and this is 15 meter depth, and this is ever 15 meter. So this kind of underwater studies you can do. This is the result and location of the ship. This is my team. Yeah, this is very wonderful image. This Suez Canal. I guess you have heard about the news that one commercial ship is stuck there, something evergreen or something name like that. This is the ship, and in that time, this satellite had captured the image. You see the details, and this data is not that much high resolution. It's 1 meter data. So there are unlimited application in all domain. It's very generic term, remote sensing GIS. You can apply anywhere, medical science, everywhere you apply. But you should have that knowledge how I will use. Knowledge means that methodology you have to develop. So yes, very important, which everyone is interested on. Means after doing this much of research and education, what's the final thing from means where I will get the job, from where I should start the job? Yes, this technology is very much booming in India. Central government, state government, everyone requires spatial data. In every project, you go to any location, any government place, you go there, you ask about any project. They are doing some geotagging and creating some database. They are using some GIS tool. So in central government, in state government, you can easily go and serve your service, give your GIS knowledge on that. Okay, NGOs are also using, national and international NGOs, private sector obviously, private sector doing very good. They are developing very good GIS tools, new technologies, IoTs, and machine learning. Everything is means they are integrating. Then obviously yes, in academia you can go, you can teach, you can develop, you can do R&D. So these are the sectors. If we will tell about major recruiter. So
guest lecture.
Yes, ma'am. The time is over.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Okay. So 5 minutes, ma'am. 5 minutes.
Yeah. No problem.
Okay. So these are the organizations where you can approach, go for internship in the beginning and start your work. So like NRSC, National Remote Sensing Center, Space Application Center, Regional Space Application Center, State Application Center, or Forest Service of India, DRDO, NTRO, we have very good organization, National Technical Research Organization, DST, IIT, NISAC, CPCB, Central Pollution Control Board, NDMA, National Disaster Management Authority. Every time they will ask, means they will give on, notifying recruitment. So you should always check some post here. This MNCFC, working for agriculture, MAP IT, NATMO for mapping, AIC, agriculture insurance company. So these are the organization majorly. Periodically, they used to give their post here, job post. So you check time to time if you require some job here related to GIS and remote sensing. And these are some of the good private sector companies like RMSI, SGL, MapMy India, ISRI, Excel Geometrics, Sapalda, Dihat for agriculture, Satsio, I guess it's in Pune. It's very good. So you can join this organization also. And means I was thinking that means if I will get time, every week I will send job notification to ma'am, Puspa ma'am, and it will be very helpful for the students, I guess.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all. Thank you. If you have any question or any doubt, any help, you can contact me anytime in this mail address, and this is my number, WhatsApp number also. So you can message me. Thank you very, very much. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Ujjwala ma'am, are you present? Ujjwala ma'am, are you going to conclude the session?
Yes, ma'am. Yes. So it was really very informative session, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, because it was like going on, and we also just would like to listen to you on and on, because you actually work on that particular field and you have that experience. So that was amazing, amazing. So
Yeah.
thank you so much, sir. I will conclude the session with vote of thanks. So, on behalf of Networking and System Cluster of Department of IT of Vidyalanka School of Information Technology, I, Ujjwala Sav, give a vote of thanks to our guest speaker, Michael Embrom, sir, for delivering the lecture on remote sensing and spatial data analysis. Sir, really, it was a very informative and knowledgeable session. I hope that students are also very happy with all these things. So, sir, you have covered all the topics which are there in remote sensing. So I was just keeping on listing that what are the topics are there. So, like starting from the image hunter, that Apollo mapping, the Google Earth, the ISRO, the agriculture, then applications, so many applications, and actually the projects where you have worked. So really, it was the very good experience to listen to you, and definitely in future also we will be getting this kind of the help from you. Yes. So and
Yes,
also the
I am ready, ma'am.
yes, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
And most important part which we are looking for, and we are also ask the students to wait and attend this, because that it is important to understand that there is a very good opportunities, the career opportunities are there in the GIS, because many times the machine learning is all other aspects are there, but yes, GIS is also a good area where there is a very good opportunities are there. And thanks to you, sir, that it is now clear to students that yes, there is a scope. And if you go through that, it is not one area like the forest, the water bodies, or as you talk about that Dharastra and all. It was really very good. This is the session which we will also will try to have some more session from your side, and your student will definitely attend. I also would like to thank to our principal ma'am, Dr. Rohini Kerkar. She is always encouraging us to organize such a this kind of the programs for students beyond syllabus programs. So I would like to thank to ma'am. I also like to thank to our vice principal Asif sir, Vijay sir, our CEO Dr. Sarika Chauhan ma'am, who are always there with students and teachers to do this kind of the activities. Finally, I would like to thank to our cluster mentor, subject in charge Pushpa Mahapatro ma'am. She is always searching the something new and to also to communicate and to share with all the students and teachers. I must appreciate my all students, those who are present here, because sir, we are starting the session in the morning 8:30. Okay,
Okay.
and there we have not given any break at 1:30, and we continued up to almost 4 o'clock. And yes,
Yeah.
still students are there. So I'm really appreciate their presence over here. So a very big thank to all my dear students to grace this program with your presence, and thank you all. So, can we, ma'am, have one group photo if possible?
Yes.
So, I request students, please
If
switch
how
on your.
many, if it is possible for you to turn on your cameras, please turn on so that we can have a group photo as a memory.
Yes. So,
And I'm
Okay.
really appreciate our students who were present from beginning till the end.
Yeah.
Because I hope they are all interested. You have got a motivation to do some government job because when I contacted sir, after that I am also thinking that why I am not tried when I was in that age limit. So students, you are in a very good age. You please try out for government jobs. सी हम लोग की एज अभी एज लिमिट क्रॉस हो चुकी है हमारी तो हम लोग कुछ ट्राई नहीं कर सकते बट यू पीपल हैव द ग्रेट अपॉर्चुनिटी ओके सर का फ़ोन नंबर ले लो लिंक्डइन प्रोफाइल ले लो और सर को थोड़ा सा परेशान कर सकते हो ओके वी आर सर
हाँ,
कैन आई टेक
परेशान
द
कर सकते
लिबर्टी
हैं.
टू से दैट
Yes,
दे कैन
yes.
ट्रबल यू
No, no,
Yes,
no, no, no.
students, switch on your
I
cameras and
जस्ट इन
also
केस
take on
पॉसिबल
your side also the some click screenshot. Okay, I'm taking from my side, but you also take. Yes, students, this will be the yes. Switch on your cameras. Okay, maybe they are in sleep. Okay, thank
दे
you
आर
so much.
हाँ
Okay.
थैंक यू
Thank you.
स्टूडेंट्स
Thank you, students.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
So we'll end the session.
यस Okay, ma'am, students have turned on the camera, so I'll just take a screenshot. Thank you, students. Just let me take the screenshot. I'm happy that so many students joined. Very good. Ma'am, you have also taken the picture, no?
Mm-hmm. Yes, if possible, you please switch on your cameras.
Yes, students. So, sir has given us a motivation to think for government jobs. Okay, me and Ujjwala ma'am are not eligible only, so we are so sorry. But you people are in a very good age, so please try out. And I'll be happy if someone really gets a motivation and come to us and say that, ma'am, I'm in a government job. So that will be really great. See, ये जो आप फील्ड है ना अभी इसमें बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज है, so please keep trying.
हाँ, बहुत अपॉर्चुनिटीज है और मैं ये बोल रहा था आप लोग क्यों एलिजिबल नहीं है क्योंकि रिसर्च एंड डेवलपमेंट के लिए
हाँ, मैं वही बोल रही थी सर.
आगे जा सकते
I also would like to say same thing.
सर अभी हैव गॉन टू अ कंफर्ट जोन ना तो अभी हम
आप
कंफर्ट जोन से बाहर
सैट जा
आएंगे
सकते
तब
हैं
कुछ करेंगे सर
आप ट्रेनिंग के लिए स्पेस एप्लीकेशन सेंटर अहमदाबाद है आपके पास में तो
हाँ
वहाँ भी आप अप्रोच कर सकते हैं कुछ भी
हाँ
काम होता है तो आप वहाँ जा सकते हैं मैंने भी ट्रेनिंग लिया है वहाँ से
ओके
तो
सर हमें भी बताइए हम भी कुछ करेंगे मतलब
हाँ ठीक
ट्रेनिंग तो
है
ले सकते हैं डेफिनेटली मैं और मैडम ऐसे सब कामों के लिए एकदम रेडी है। आप कुछ भी बोलिए, हम ट्रेनिंग लेंगे, पढ़ेंगे। हम लोग वो एनपीटीएल में है ना, जीआईएस का कोर्स है सर, वो भी बहुत अच्छा पढ़ाते हैं अरुण श्राफ सर। तो उनका हम लोग कोर्स अटेंड करके हम लोग वो एनपीटीएल के एग्जाम देके क्लियर भी हुए दोनों, मैम और मैं।
अरे वाह।
और हर साल हम लोग स्टूडेंट के साथ फिर देते हैं एग्जाम। अभी तीसरी बार हम लोग देंगे बच्चों के साथ।
बहुत अच्छा लगा मुझे आज इतने स्टूडेंट जुड़े, इतने इंटरेस्ट के साथ सुने। लगता है जीआईएस का फ्यूचर बहुत अच्छा होने वाला है।
एंड डेफिनेटली इन लोग का ग्रुप भी है, व्हाट्सएप का ग्रुप, तो आप जो भी इंफॉर्मेशन देंगे ना वो मैं इनको फॉरवर्ड भी कर दूंगी।
अच्छा, ठीक है, ओके।
थैंक यू सर।
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye.